All right, welcome back to the show. We got a jerk chicken recipe for you today. We're going to show you how to get this spiced up and grilled up. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. So these are our ingredients we're going to use today. Right here I have white vinegar, oil. This is canola oil. This right here is browning sauce, brown sugar, nutmeg, cinnamon, black pepper, pimento seeds, garlic, ginger, fresh garlic, purple onion, white onion, thyme, Scotch Bardets. Right here we have a lime, and we have green onion, which are scallion. Let's show you how to get this done. I'm going to start with my scallion. Just start cutting them. Get them into the food processor. Now, this recipe is not exact. And there really is no exact recipe for jerk. Everybody does it a different way. And this is the way I do it. So I start with just getting some of my things down here first. I'm going to add some of my onions. I'm going to grind some of this down. Now this is the vinegar. So I'm going to go on with a little vinegar. I'm not going to use it all. I'm just going to work with it and chop it down and see where we're at. And I'm going to start to grind this up. Just so I can get some more room in here to put some more things. And you're looking for a thick paste consistency. Okay, so now that we have that in there, I'm going to go in with my white onion. And I'm going to use a little bit more oil. And my vinegar to get the consistency to where I want it. Now follow behind my garlic, my ginger, that was my nutmeg and my nutmeg and cinnamon, allspice, my thyme, and I'm going to start grinding down again. Actually, I'm going to add my browning sauce in here because I'm going to need some more liquid. So I just try to play process of elimination and grind it down and see where I'm at. I'm going to add my sugar. And we're going to start mixing this down. So I get a pasty consistency is what you're looking for. All right, so now I'm going to go in with my Scotch Bardets. Now, you got to be very careful with these. If you want to take out the seeds, you can take out the seeds because the seeds are the hottest part. So in this one here, I don't want this too hot. I'm going to take out just that little seed right there and just chop it and just use my knife to kind of get it up there. Get it in. I'll wash my hands afterwards. But if you start working with these guys and you touch something on you, any part, you're going to feel it. So I normally test these, but I can smell that they're not a dud. And some of these you could actually have them when they're 0 hot, and you'll have to taste them. But this one I could just smell the heat coming out of there. So I don't need to do that. That Scotch, I'll just take out some of the seeds. And that one, I'll just spill the whole thing right in. Let me see with this one. I'm going to take out the seeds in here. Throw them in. All right, so now that we got our Scotch bonnets in, I'm going to go in with the rest, my green onion. And then my lime. And I should have a perfect consistency here. By the time I add the lime juice. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put the slice of the lime right in. And there's no seeds in this lime, so you don't have to worry about the seeds. So I'm just going to cut a couple of slices of that lime and put them right in. Like I said, there's no exact recipe for jerk seasoning. You're just gonna have to play it by ear. The basics are the garlic, the ginger, the scallion, the Scotch bonnet, and that's basically your base. And then you go from there. I've just experimented over the years, and that's how I do it. And I'm just going to squeeze the rest of this right in. Let's see where I'm at. But my consistency should be spot on. Lost a little scallion over there. All right. Here we go. Everything's starting to move down in there. And that's the consistency you want. It's the perfect consistency. And you don't want to go too much. And there it is. There is your jerk seasoning. Just like that. All right. So we're gonna get this taken out of this grinder, out of this food processor rather. And then we're gonna show you how to get this onto the chicken, so stick around, don't go anywhere. Okay, so we got our jerk seasoning. It's done, and nothing has salt in it. So the first thing we have to do is salt our chicken. I got a box of kosher salt here, and I'm just gonna start to salt my chicken. I'm gonna salt top, bottom, and get it over here in a separate tray. Now this is going to be marinating, so don't worry about too much salt because it's going on direct fire. And chicken on the grill requires a lot of salt. Just like that. Get them right in there. And this is a fast way to do your chicken. We're almost done. And like I said, don't be afraid to use the salt. All right, so our chicken's almost done here. And we're going to start to add our jerk rub. All right, that's all salted. I'm going to move this over to our sink. This is the fun part. So now we have our chicken. You're going to want a nice set of heavy-duty gloves because you don't want to get caught out there by those Scotch Bonnets. Because if you touch anything on you, they will burn you. So the first thing I start doing is I just start to get a good coat. I don't want to use all of this up because I still want some for the grill. Just a little bit to baste in. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to start to rub around. Start to get our chicken all marinated in that. Just like that. Let's get some more. And you want to get up under the skin too. So if you can see that, I'm going right in there up under the skin with this marinade. And this is going to marinate for about 2 days in the fridge to get all that nice flavor in there. And then it's going to be ready to go onto the cooker. So that's the nice part about this. You can do this a couple of days in advance. Don't go more than 3 days. It might be too spicy. But this is going to be outstanding. Like I said, I go up under the skins. And you don't need much. It goes a long way. And I wind up putting some more onto the grill as we're cooking. Make sure you get it up under all the legs. And after I'm done here, I'm just going to take my time and go through and make sure I got this up under everything. You can pull back the skin on the leg like that and just go right up underneath. Come onto the back half of it as well too. And there you go. Right in there. This might look like a little bit of jerk seasoning, but a little goes a very, very long way. You can always put the skin back in place, so don't worry about it. If you pull the skin down, like that on the leg, just pull it back up. You can see how far it spreads. This is why you want to let this sit in and marinate, because it's a lot of work, and you want all those flavors just to set in, and you want this chicken nicely marinated. Just take your time, let it sit for a couple of days, and believe me, it'll pay off in the end. Just like that. Okay. And we are almost done here. These are a couple of small pieces here that I took off of the bottom portion of the thigh. They were very big, so. All right, so now we got this marinated like this. We can double check through all of them. And the ones you didn't get up under the skin, I'm coming back here. The ones you didn't get up under the skin, we're going to start to stack these evenly so they marinate evenly. And then tomorrow, I'm going to rotate them. I'm going to switch the ones on the bottom to the top and just make sure they're well marinated again. Just stack them up. That one could use a little bit more under there. And you can look at this bowl, how much jerk seasoning I still have left. This is a lot of chicken. Okay. Perfect. Let's make sure we got this one here. Now, I did miss that one, so it's the only one I missed, so we're going back up under the skin with that. Under the legs. Make sure you got it well seasoned. And that's it. And there you have it. Marinated jerk chicken. And I'm going to throw just a little of this on the top. And when I cover this, I'm going to cover it with plastic, but we're going to put the plastic wrap right down to the chicken to not let any air get in there. And you want to kind of get your pieces even like that. There we go. And the rest of this I could use as a base as the chicken is grilling up. And there we have it. That's our marinade. And in the fridge for 2 days of toast. And on to the cooker we go. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, this is what we're rolling with today. This is a custom cooker. Let's show you the inside. This is our custom cooker. It's a 55-gallon drum. And it's very simple design. Air intake on the top, air intake on the bottom. Let's show you inside. This is our wood setup. This is our grates. And that's my fire setup. I have here my charcoal here, pimento wood here for the pimento tree, and just a couple of pieces of just burned down oak. And that's it. Let's get this lit. We'll get it going. All right, our fire's lit. I got one fire starter in the middle and one on each end. We're gonna let this cook down for about 15 minutes. We'll get it stable and on with the chicken we go. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Time to put these chickens on. We got a nice, easy, calm fire. So let's start putting our jerk chicken on. Now, this is the perfect grill for this, because this is what they use in Jamaica. And this is the cooker of Jamaica. And everybody has one. And this is the only grill you're going to find in Jamaica. Like this. And they're excellent chicken cookers. Now I have a double rack on here. Well, not a double rack, but a rack. And what that's going to do is allow me to move some of my chicken around. Get it right under there. And use the top rack when they start to get well done. And that's what I use that for. Right? She's cooking. Let's try to get these on as fast as possible and get this guy closed up. And these I'll just put right on the top. All right, I'm gonna put some jerk in here. Gonna take the rest of our jerk, dump it around. Just like that. Also cools down that fire a little bit. As you can see, everything just calm right down. And let's get her closed up. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're 15 minutes in. Chicken's cooking nice and easy. Let's see what we got going on. That's what you want, a nice, easy cook. You could see that everything's nice and easy, even. And she's doing great. Take your time, cook it slow. And let that skin render down slowly. That's what you're looking for. We're going to stabilize this, close it up, and we'll see you back in just a little bit. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. So it's time to turn and baste this. What we're basting this with is Red Stripe. It's a lager, it's a Jamaican beer. This is what's used in Jamaica to baste the chicken. So we're going to just give it a bit of a sprinkle there. Just like that. And now we're going to flip. Get our chicken turned. Now, this skin is really, really soft, and that's from the marinade. So we're going to start moving some chicken around. You can see how tender that is, and how tender the skin is on here, just from that marinade. Get that piece out of there. Giving me a hard time with the rack on, but it's okay because I'd eat my rack. I'm going to take some of these pieces from up top and put some of these pieces down into the bottom. We can even turn some of these. Just move them around. If you go nice and easy with them and take your time, you can just move them around nice and easy. And get the ones that need to be cooked in the line of fire. Oop, I got a piece of chicken in there, so I can't do that. All right. Now we got a little flare up over here coming up. And I could use that flare up. And I can always sprinkle just a little bit more beer over it, just to put it out. There you go. Cool down that fire. I'm going to leave this one on that side. And I got one in the back under here that I'm going to flip over. And I'm going to put this right in the middle, like that. And now, I'm going to cool down my fire one more time. Get some more lager. Just like that. Let her calm down. Get her closed up again. And that's the process. So we're basically flipping it over, going nice and easy with it. Fire gets crazy, just move them around until they're all done. We'll see you back here. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so our chicken's almost ready to come off. We get about another 10 minutes left, so we're going to baste it. Now this was the leftover jerk seasoning that we saved. So we're going to start to put that jerk seasoning on our chicken. Just get it on there just like that. Now I had to move some chicken around. I took the rack off because I didn't need it anymore. I used the rack just to move chicken around. And we're just gonna put that jerk seasoning. Now I'm not gonna put this on every piece. I'm gonna put it on some pieces because it's very spicy. So we'll just go in with some pieces with it. And some people might not want all of that on their food. It could be quite overpowering after a few bites. So just put a little bit on some of the chicken, just like that. Just spread it around. And for the people that like it more spicy, they've got all that on there, which I might even knock some of that off of there. Right, let's get that piece. And a couple we can probably even leave without. Take a little bit off of this one, put it onto that one. And there you have it. Just like that. Mix them up a little bit. I put jerk on every one, but some of them have less than others. I'll take a little bit from this one and get a little bit more on that one because I'm running out. All right, that's it. We're going to give this about 10 minutes. Our fire's going pretty good. Now coming to the end here, we're gonna throw some more pimento wood in here, just to let that smoke up. And when I close down this lid, we're gonna build up a nice little smoke aroma here, and that's it. Stick around, don't go anywhere. We're ready to come off. Let's see what we got. Look at that. And that's what you want. That's beautiful jerk chicken. All right, we're gonna pull this. We're gonna get it in the house. And we'll see you inside. Don't go anywhere. All right, it's that time, and we're on the chopping block. Let's see what we got. Here is our Jamaican jerk chicken. Now, this meal was a lot of work, and it deserved to be represented right. To the meal, to the cook, to the country it came from, and we're gonna plate it up. But the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut into a beautiful piece of chicken here. So we're gonna just pick a piece. Here we go. Come right down. And look at that. Juicy. Cooked to perfection. And let's start ripping this apart. Look at that. So I'm gonna take this. We're just gonna get this off to the side. We're gonna bring our rice and peas in with this meal. This is rice and peas. And we're gonna start off plating up. Let me just give this, just came off the stove. So let's give this a quick rake back. And a fluff. And let's plate it up island style. So we got our rice and peas here. A little bit more. Just like that. We're gonna move our rice to the side. This is curry chickpeas with onion, purple onion, right? Our chicken. Nice couple of pieces of our jerk chicken. Like that. And followed by some plantain off to the side. Just to represent the beautiful country it comes from and how it's cooked over real heat and real fire. All right, we're just gonna put a couple of lime in there, and that is how this meal gets represented, gets eaten, and that is a taste of the island. Right there on a plate. All right, so that's it. We're gonna get this wrapped up and we'll be right back to you. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, and there we have it. Jerk chicken. Plated up and done up the original way. If you like this video and more that are about to come, please hit that like and subscribe button and that little bell so you get all the videos first. And thank you for joining us, and gotta get that little Pitmaster taste here.